Hi guys, we're Catnip Cult, and today we're going to be presenting Fearless Arcana. It's a party game that we're developing, and we hope you enjoy. So, I'm Dan. I'm our Supreme Lord and Tyrant Leader, and also lead programmer.
I'm Born War. I'm the illustrator and programmer as well as the art director.
I'm Elizabeth Chan. I'm also an illustrator. I do mostly the line art.
I'm Diana. I'm the illustrator.
I'm Xavier. I'm also a programmer and illustrator.
I'm Amy. I'm a programmer and I do the music. I'm Sarah. I'm one of our illustrators.
And Aria is somewhere.
Yes. Hopefully he's good. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit more about our game, and then we'll be kind of playing hot potato, presenting everything. So, like I said a little bit earlier, we're making a party game. So we're gonna have 3 main mini games, where players are able to either compete with each other or cooperate, or just utilize a whole bunch of different skill sets, and focus on fun and kind of occultish vibes. All been whimsical.
So, since our game is a party game, it isn't super story heavy. There is an intro sequence at the beginning where the cats see a fortune teller. They go into the fortune teller, and that's where the player is given the option to either play the games in a randomly selected order or select free play, and just choose whichever mini game they prefer to play.
Yeah, so let me kind of go through the loops for each game, or for the whole game. So basically, the game opens up with a cutscene, which will transition players into a title menu, where, like we touched on earlier, players will be able to kind of choose how they're going to interact with these mini games, and then each mini game has different win conditions. So some mini games will rank players based off of speed, or namely one, the tower. Wheel of Fortune is kind of like a roulette, kind of luck-based and strategy-based mini game, and then strength is kind of just, we're trying to embody chaos, so it's going to be fun. But entering Wheel of Fortune is inspired by games like Buckshot Roulette, Hot Potato, even kind of Among Us slightly. The premise of the game is, or this mini game is, that players are given a toy, and they won't know if their toy is cursed or if it's just a safe toy. And so by the end of the last round, players need to figure out which toy is cursed and have gotten rid of it, or at least not be holding it, and players who aren't holding it win. Or if you manage to destroy the cursed toy before the last round, then you can steal a win from everyone else. So it's sort of competitive in a sense. And something really cool that we're trying to implement, and we're really excited about, is each game kind of has a reverse arcana. It's the same game but with a twist. So this one in particular will kind of flips the script. So instead of a cursed toy, you're going to be having like a can of tuna. So obviously, as pets, you want a can of tuna because tuna is awesome. So the goal in this case would be holding a can of tuna by the end of the game. And yeah.
The next game is the tower, so it's just going to be a rhythm racing game. Each player is just racing to the top. You're going to have you can have music playing, so you're going to have to be hitting like a keyboard stroke or like a button press on the hit of each beat. If you press it right, like multiple times, you can get a buff. And then if you like miss a few, then you're going to fall behind from everybody else. And then it's just really whoever gets to the very end will win the game. And then we also do have like a reverse arcana, so it's gonna add more chaos. Like the tower is one of the tarot cards, so and just the tower means like it's like a very chaotic thing. So if you have reverse, it's just gonna flip the script, like he said, and it's gonna add new elements.
So here we have the strength game, and we already have a lot of chaos with the other games, but we wanted to introduce even more, and we wanted to introduce a lot more confrontation between players. So we introduced this game, and this game is based off of so whoever is the last player standing wins, and you're just trying to knock each other off using the character bodies. So you can grab them, you can throw them, and you can shove them, slap them. So movement is a very important part of this game. They wanted to make it as chaotic as possible. So we think it'll have fun trying to play this game. We also have the ring hazards, and those are based off of the suits of the major arcana. So the arcana. So that would be the pentacles, the swords, the cups, and the wands. And as you can see, we also have a reverse arcana mode, and that will happen randomly. And during that round, we will have those hazards sort of following the players and sort of making everything more chaotic. So I hope you enjoy this game.
Here is also our storyboard. It's basically consisting of like this little opening cutscene of just the cats walking around a road, and then they spot this fortune teller house, and then they get really excited, and that's when the title screen ends up appearing. And then here are the rest of the mini games, and then that last overall winner screen.
So as for the art style, we're actually combining a few different art styles. So for two of the mini games, the Tower and Wheel of Fortune, we're using 2D sprites mixed with a 3D environment. So if you are a big Paper Mario, that was sort of our inspiration for that. We also have games where we're implementing the 3D approach fully, and that'll be with the strength game, since we have the characters kind of wobbling into each other, and also the other menus and the title screen. And our color palette is going to be mostly lighthearted, but mystical, so we have a lot of purples and blues to sort of give that vibe. And here's some concept art that we have, and here's some of the character models. And we also have that's the color palette we're using, so as you can see, we're going for a mystical approach. And this is also some of the concept art for the different games.
And then for our music, we're mostly going for a whimsical, chaotic, or fast-paced vibe. And for the sound effects, we're mostly going to be consisting of meows, hisses, and purrs. And then magical chimes will appear when tarot cards are flipped.
So these are the bonus features. We were going to do an additional game, but we were thinking about the time efficiency. But one of them is it would have been another platform game off the same, kind of like Fall Guys. Think of like whenever you get from the start to the end, where you have moving platforms, or even like invisible platforms. We were thinking about that in case we did have time. And other bonus features would have been additional cats, like possibly different designs for the cats, or even more players. Same for colors and costumes. If you just need more design, additional languages, since a lot of us know a lot of different languages, and some people, English isn't their best language. We were thinking about adding those too. And the reverse side tarot cards is similar to the reverse arcana. We were going to just put in the back end, but then we realized how much more fun it would have been to just add a bit of chaos and like flip the script from black to white. So yeah.